Hi and welcome to Valita's Designs and Fresh Folds. Today I'm going to make a special offer to you. These set of 4 Scrappers edition of my stitched flowers are on sale for 1 week only for just $2. So you'll get 4 patterns which will make these beautiful 4 beautiful cards, and you get the pattern, you get the step-by-step instructions and all the tips on how to make these 4 beautiful patterns. Okay, so 1 week only, $2. Pop over to my blog, check it out, and stay tuned because I'm going to show you a few tips. Okay, so once you purchase my special offer on these stitched flowers, you will need to print out the patterns. Okay, and you will need to put this on a light source, which I've shown you in earlier videos how to do, and you'll need to then trace the outline of the flower onto your cardstock. Okay, using a really sharp craft knife, I've gone and I've cut around the edge of my flower, and just going to pop all that out, and you'll be ready to start your folding. Okay, just one example here. See that little piece of little fluffy paper? That's what happens when your craft knife is getting blunt. So it looks like I may need to grab a new one there. Okay, so once you've got to that point, take your pattern, okay, and stick that to the bench, and then you are going to tape this over the top so that your pattern shows through. Okay, for some extra interest, I've just ran my cutout through an emboss folder, and do this before you start folding, okay, and then tape that down. Okay, and I just add tape just to the sides here so that I can flip it over as I go and I can see if that's matching in with everything that I'm doing. It's really important that you choose your paper wisely. I've picked a double-sided designer paper here from Stampin' Up, and it is called, let me see, it's the Kaleidoscope Design Series, okay, and it's got a nice green on one side and then these really pretty colours on the front. Okay, so what I want to do too is, a lot of times when you work with bigger spaces with these folds, is the smaller the pattern, the better it works, okay? But you can pick pieces out of these patterns and they can do the same thing. Say for instance number 1 here, I really like this here, so I'm going to make that my number 1 paper up here. So all we do is lay that over number 1. Okay, we'll make a fold first and we'll lay this over this line here on number 1. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit of that off so I can tape that down up there. Tape that down. And then we're going to follow these fold lines over this side as well. Number 1. And we're going to fold this one. Okay, so number 1 then is folded. We can flip that and I can see that that really looks nice on number 1. If I don't like that, I'll take it off and have a play with something else. It's quite simple to do that. Okay? Okay, I've gone ahead and I'm up to number 5, which I just keep flipping over and just checking to see whether that's what I'm happy with. Okay, so number 5, I'm just going to simply cover up the space that's left there. Okay, remember it's really important to follow the numbers because that's how the pattern is set out. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my leaves and stem. Okay, one more fold to go on my leaves. Remember when you do your folds to put a little fold along the line that you're putting down, okay, and that adds to the crisp look of each of these folds here. Okay, it helps you to define all these lines here. And the great thing I like about using designer papers on this is that they're double-sided, and it just happens to be that the paper I've chosen, the Kaleidoscope Designer Series from Stampin' Up, is double-sided green, so I'm using the colour and they all match in to the colours on the flower. Okay, so just one more then on the leaves, sorry, and I am finished. I'll put my stem on. Okay, and I am done. Now, the exciting bit about this pattern is what we're going to do to it next. Okay? Now, if you notice on your pattern, I have little dots marked here around the outsides of the flower and along. My printer's a little bit running low on ink, but you'll see that there's dots along some of these folds. Now, to add some interest to this, I add a technique called fake stitching, and you need a paper piercer and a white gel pen. You could use a black gel pen if you like to. You can either use black or white, it doesn't matter. Okay, and so just using this as a guide, I'm going to pierce all the holes that I need. Okay, and I've got a soft pad under this as I go. Okay, so I'm just going to go all around. Oops, my pattern there. Some of those layers of paper can be a little bit thick too, so just okay. So I'm going to just zoom up here. Okay, you can see when the camera, yeah, okay, now we can see. Okay, so we can see where I've pierced all those holes, and I'm just going to grab my gel pen then and go into each like that as I go along, and that's going to add some fake stitching then to my flower. And it's just going to give it another detail, dimension, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Okay, I've finished all my fake stitching and popping in and out of each of these holes with a white gel pen. Okay, and I'm just going to mount that up on a card. Okay, I've finished my card and I've layered this up on creamy caramel, whisper white and barely banana cardstock, and just added a couple of little details there to the front. Another tip, don't throw out your cutout, because you can use this on another card. I've run this through the emboss folder and just sponge some colour on, and yeah, you can get two benefits then out of the one pattern. In this, you can't always do that with the cutouts, but these type of things you can, and which is a bonus. And pop over and have a look on my blog, and you'll find all the details there for this special offer. These set of patterns is normally $7.95, and for 1 week only you get it for $2, which I think is really great value. You'll love this. I've loved making the patterns, presenting them to you, and offering you this this special offer this week. Also, once you buy my special offer, you will go in my Fresh Folds Club, and that entitles you then to future one-off specials that I will have on offer for you too. So pop over, have a look. I hope that you do buy the patterns, because they are really fun to do and you'll really enjoy them, I can guarantee you. Thank you for watching. Bye.